Well, you guys asked for it, so I'm here to film it. This is eating vegan foods for an entire day. Actually, nobody asked for this. I put up an Instagram poll and this is what everyone voted for and it got the most votes. Okay? Enjoy the video. I was thinking about this last night, kind of how I wanted to structure the day today. For breakfast, I want to start with recreating kind of like a normal breakfast that I would have on a daily or weekly basis, but make it veganized. For lunch, I really want to see if I can find a local vegan restaurant and order something from there. And then for dinner, I'm really going to challenge myself and see if I can whip up a from scratch vegan meal. So let's make some breakfast. So for my egg substitute, you might have already guessed, but I'm using this just egg. Very interested to see what this tastes like, especially coming from someone who is not officially vegan and I eat eggs pretty frequently. Our just plant-based egg, $5.99. What is eggs without cheese? We are using this plant-based cheddar style cheese alternative. Our vegan cheddar cheese was a solid $3.99. I just had to try these. The Beyond Breakfast sausage, 8 links, and they were $5.49. It's not terrible. And last but not least, the essence of the breakfast sandwich. I ended up getting these vegan croissants. For 4 croissants, $8. I also am gonna make a coffee really quick, so I'm just using my homemade cold brew that I make in this thing. It's on my Amazon storefront. It's the best thing ever for making homemade cold brew. And I guess my morning coffee typically, or most recently, is already dairy-free because I have switched over to using the nut pods kind of exclusively. I used to use half and half, or I would use this and kind of switch back and forth, but I've been using this for like the last couple months and I actually like it a lot better than my half and half, and also it helps me not have dairy first thing in the morning. The cooking instructions just say preheat large non-stick skillet over medium to low heat, add links and cook for 6 to 7 minutes, turning frequently. When I picked up those sausage links with the tongs, they very much had like a Play-Doh-y consistency. You know, like a regular sausage is kind of like, not hard, but it's firm on the outside. These are very squishy, so. The sausages are starting to sizzle. This is actually gonna be my first experience with eating a meat alternative. I don't think I've ever in my entire life had any meat alternative. I'm gonna go ahead and start on the eggs as well. So you know when you're cooking eggs, normally you'll spray like a little cooking spray so they don't stick. Do you have to do that for these? I'm gonna not put anything and we're gonna see what happens. I just don't, it's so liquidy. I just can't imagine, I don't know, but I guess eggs are liquidy too. Maybe I should. I'm going to actually. Is she vegan? I'm gonna say yes. It's so liquidy. I ended up doing kind of what 2 scrambled eggs would make. That usually fills my pan about that much. Whoa. And I'm gonna throw a lid on it so it maybe melts better. Force of habit is me always getting a little bit of cheese and eating it. So I'm gonna try this cheese because typically when I'm making eggs or something, I always go, it's very powdery though. I'm sure it's like all this stuff on it to keep it from sticking. So weird, how do they do that? How is there no dairy in this? It definitely has like a flavor to it. You can tell it's not real cheese. That's pretty spot on. Okay, I wanted to show you the eggs and the sausage before I constructed it into a sandwich. Eggs, they don't look too bad. The cheese definitely didn't melt very well, like regular cheese would, but she still looks pretty convincing. And the sausage, they look burnt, but I promise they're not. I don't know about you guys, but this is one good looking sandwich. I did end up toasting the croissant just a little bit in the toaster, just so it's nice and warm. Yeah, I think it's time for a taste test. I'm having a hard time believing that these croissants are vegan. Oh my gosh. This is delicious. If someone made this for me and said, I have a breakfast sandwich for you, would not guess that it was vegan. 100%, swear. Dad said, can I get a bite of that? I mean, look at that. This is insanely good. I'm gonna try a little bite of the egg too from this little part right here. Okay, the egg by itself, not so good, but the egg on the sandwich with the sausage link, amazing. I'm gonna finish this and I'll catch you guys in a little while later, whether I'm snacking or grabbing lunch. I've been doing a little bit of social media work over the last couple hours or so, just like responding to emails, editing, filming, doing some content stuff, just like staying really busy, and I've worked up a little bit of an appetite. So I really want to try the vegan snacks that I picked up from Whole Foods yesterday. So I'm going to show you what I got, and then we're going to do a proper taste test, because who doesn't love a snack taste test? But I only got a couple of things because it's only a 1-day challenge. Let me know if you guys want to see me try to eat vegan for like a week or a month. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Let me know if you want to see me try that. I got these Siete Chipotle barbecue chips. Now, I'm pretty sure most potato chips are already vegan because they're just potato and seasoning. Then I got these Veggie chips, sweet potato, certified vegan, stamp of approval on the bottom, which is mostly why I got them. Then I got these vegan cheddar flavor almond and sunflower seed flour crackers. It might be a stretch, but maybe they taste like Cheez-Its. I don't know, I'll be the judge of that. And for a little some sweet, I wanted to try this from their bakery. So I got those croissants from the bakery, but I also got this little chocolate cupcake. There's a gluten-free vegan chocolate cupcake, which, double whammy, she's gluten-free and she's vegan. So let's hope that there is some flavor in this. This box of the vegan crackers were $4.50. This is quite the small box. They kind of look like Wheat Thins a little bit. I mean, they're not terrible. Will I ever not be surprised at how they get a cheesy flavor? How do they do this? Pretty good. I think I would rank these a 7 out of 10. Flavor-wise, texture-wise, but the price, not worth $5 in my opinion. But I'm definitely gonna keep eating these throughout the week. Let's try these sweet potato veggie chips. Now, these were, $5.69. Probably already not worth the price in my book, but oh wow. This smells, this just gave me the most exciting desire for fall. It smells like every fall thing ever that exists at the stores, like that allspice smell. Can't wait for fall. Anyways. She's not like very pretty, but we don't like to judge things based on looks. So let's give her a little taste. Okay. I feel like my face just says it all. Okay, here's the thing. The crunch, not a fan of. That was like way too dense. Not even crunchy, just straight up hard, you know? The flavor is really good though. The flavor of the nutmeg and the allspice. I'm gonna rank these a 5 out of 10. Flavor's good, but the texture is just really hard to get into. No pun intended. Moving on to the last savory snack are these Siete barbecue chips. These were $3.99. Looks like a classic barbecue chip. These are the best so far. I'm giving these a 10 out of 10. They're delicious. And I'm a sucker for a good barbecue chip. Last but not least, hitting you with the sweet item that I got from the bakery is none other than this vegan cupcake. I have high hopes for this. I love me a little cupcake. Before I tell you the price, I want you to guess how much you think this one singular gluten-free vegan cupcake was from Whole Foods. This was $4.50 for this one cupcake. Oof. I mean, this looks delicious. I don't think I'm gonna be disappointed with this. Are you kidding me? So good. This is delicious. Very dense, very moist, if you will. Gonna save this for later though, because I just had so many snacks and I need to save room for lunch in a little while. Just picked up my lunch from this vegan restaurant called Oh My Soul. They had so many incredible things on their menu that I was overwhelmed with options. So when I went in to order, I basically just told the girl behind the counter, I was like, tell me what your 2 most popular items are on the menu that people get all the time. And she recommended that I get their burger, which is obviously a vegan burger, and then to get their spring rolls, also called spirit rolls. So I couldn't pass it up, I had to get both. I also picked up 2 sauces on the side. One of them is a garlic mayo and one is a chipotle ranch. And every time I get them elsewhere, they have dairy, so I want to kind of review non-dairy sauces and let you guys know. These are the spring rolls, the spirit rolls. So colorful, they look really good. I think that's some kind of peanut sauce there in the center. This is the burger, the vegan burger. Wow, look at that. There's like cheese on there and everything, even though we know it's not real cheese. That's what the burger looks like. Wow, okay, all right. Why does it look like I'm about to film a mukbang? To drink, I have one of these Olippops, the orange squeeze flavor. I've had Poppy before, interested to see what the Olipop is gonna taste like. I got this because it does have our little vegan stamp on there, so let's try the orange flavor. Ooh, that's really good. Like a little orange creamsicle. Let's try one of these little spirit rolls. Mmm, that's delicious. I think it's peppers, carrot, cabbage, avocado, maybe some kind of like beet. Maybe beets are in there. I will say, I am happy to support small restaurants, small businesses, but this was $14. And I know for a fact that like the rice paper rolls, because I've made them before, they're not that expensive, but these are good anyways. The sauce is really flavorful as well. It is that peanut sauce, but there's a little kick of spice in it. I like it. Very good. Moving on to the burger. Now, I don't know what kind of vegan burger patty they used. Either way, it smells really good. Look at this. That is crazy. Doesn't this just look like a normal burger? It doesn't even look vegan. Don't judge me, but I'm going for just like a huge bite right now. Let's just get all of the flavors. Very messy. Very interesting. There's so many flavors happening. I think they have some kind of vegan mayo on here. That's like what the white is. I think this is supposed to be bacon? I don't know, but they have cheese, onion, lettuce, tomato, pickles. It does have a little bit of a peculiar flavor to it. And I don't know if I'm expecting more of like a beef flavor and I'm really tasting like the plant-based version of it. By all means, it's not bad. It's just probably my least favorite thing so far. I actually think I like the spring rolls better. I do, however, want to try out the sauces. One is a garlic mayo, like I said, and one is a chipotle ranch. We'll taste test those with some fries. I think this is the garlic mayo. That's good. Exactly like garlic mayo. And this is the chipotle ranch. Ooh, that's really good. I like this a lot. Has some like dill flavoring in there. Really good. Like I said, I think I favor the spirit rolls to the burger actually. I'm still gonna have this for lunch. I think I'm gonna put this away though and save it for lunch tomorrow. Am I gonna go vegan after this? That'd be kind of fun. Don't ask why I've had like 4 outfit changes during this video. There is no reason other than I do this on a daily basis, just about. I put one thing on, go to something else, workout outfit, post-workout outfit, comfy clothes, kind of pajamas, comfier clothes. Also, I like to keep my apartment morgue level cold. So yes, I do in fact like to wear long sleeves sometimes in the apartment during summertime. It is in fact time to make a little something for dinner. And because I'm whipping something up on the spot with no instruction, no recipe, I did end up buying some tofu yesterday. I'm thinking I want to make like a little sesame chicken bowl, like an Asian inspired bowl, but obviously instead of chicken, I'm using the tofu. Another thing is that I completely forgot yesterday when I was at Whole Foods, I bought a couple of ingredients to make vegan cookies, like vegan chocolate chip cookies. So guess what we're doing tonight on top of making dinner? Making some vegan chocolate chip cookies. We love a little something sweet. I don't know a lot about tofu, but I do know that it comes in a lot of liquid and you need to press it before you start to cook it so it can get a little bit crispy. Got extra firm tofu from Whole Foods. I think this was pretty cheap. I think this was under $2. So that was a good deal. I also have a cheesecloth that I'm gonna use to strain out the extra liquid. I like to cut it a couple different ways because if you try to strain this whole block here, it's gonna be quite difficult. Cutting tofu is quite satisfying. And then in half again. Yes, I see my hand. Don't worry. And then I'm gonna use my cheesecloth and something heavy like a pot or a pan to put on it and let it press for just a little bit. Okay, I'm just gonna throw it up on the cutting board because it does leak just a little bit. I'm gonna fold this over, fold that over, and I'd like to fold it one more time. And then something heavy. Oh yeah, talk about something heavy. Big old bag of rice. While the tofu is pressing in the background over here, time to make the sauce. Now, this again, totally winging it. These are ingredients I already have. All good things start with olive oil. So we'll do some of that. Throw in some minced garlic. I don't know if tahini is going to be a good thing or not, but the way I look at sauces, the more things you add to them, the better, you know? This is going to thicken it up just a little bit too. Also, it has kind of like a nutty taste to it. Gonna add some soy sauce, add in a little bit of rice wine vinegar. I love all things vinegar flavored. Gonna add in some of this toasted sesame oil. This has a really strong flavor. So just a little bit. That was a lot. This is kind of a sauce on its own, but I love it. It's the sweet chili sauce from Trader Joe's. But you know what? What did I just say? The more the merrier, you know? Gonna add in a little bit more onion powder, crushed red pepper, a little kick, and sesame seeds. I also bought a bunch of ginger yesterday from the farmer's market, so I just picked off a little corner piece of the ginger, and I'm gonna add this as well. I just learned this, but you can eat the skin of ginger as long as you wash it. When I make my ginger shots, I just use the skin. Doesn't really matter. Fun fact. Let's stir this up. Smells promising. Doesn't look too bad. While the tofu is pressing, the sauce is marinating, let's combine the ingredients to make some vegan chocolate chip cookies. This will be the first vegan thing I've ever baked. So it calls for dairy-free butter. And I got this Kite Hill plant-based butter. It's dairy-free, soy-free, gluten-free, non-GMO, vegan, no palm oil, no artificial flavors, and kosher. For the cookies, because baking is a little bit of a science, I am following a recipe for this. It's a girl from TikTok who makes a lot of vegan recipes. I'll put the video link in the description of this video if you want to make these for yourself. We're gonna use 110 grams of softened vegan butter. It's very like chalky. It's like weird, it's like dry almost. Obviously this is hard as a rock. We're gonna throw it in the microwave for just a second. Should I taste it a little bit? That is so weird. Straight up tastes like butter. Okay, weird aftertaste. That initial taste tastes like butter. The aftertaste, not so much. Okay, 120 grams of brown sugar. 70 grams of white sugar. A little bit of vanilla. And a pinch of salt. I'm wondering if the cookies are gonna have a weird aftertaste because of what the butter tastes like. This smells really good. Now we're gonna add in 220 grams of flour. Just a little pinch of baking soda. 4 tablespoons of plant-based milk. I just got this plain vanilla almond milk. From where? You guessed it, Whole Foods. I wonder if I looked like an imposter yesterday checking out of Whole Foods with all vegan things in my cart. I wonder if the cashier was like, she's not vegan. I'm on to you. These were the only vegan chocolate chips I could find at Whole Foods yesterday. These are the Enjoy Life Mega Chunks chocolate chips. Tastes like a chocolate chip. These are big boys. Pretty good. I was thinking, oh no, I'm eating raw cookie dough, but there's no egg in it. Life hack. Tofu is nice and pressed. Next, I'm just going to slice up the tofu into bite-sized pieces. To get it nice and crispy, I'm gonna sprinkle just a little bit of flour, just so it has like a coating. You can use like cornstarch too, I just didn't have any. And some nutritional yeast for a little bit more crunch and a little flavor. I'm gonna coat that really well. I am gonna be cooking these in the air fryer so they get really, really crispy. So I'm gonna go ahead and preheat my air fryer and then I'm gonna dip them in the sauce. I never thought I'd say this, but the tofu actually looks pretty yummy. She may not be a chef, but she knows her way around a kitchen. Look at this beautiful bowl, made by yours truly. Look at her. This is a Pinterest photo. Ready? You look up vegan meals on Pinterest, you're gonna see this. I used avocado, purple cabbage, edamame. I've got some arugula on the side, and you can't see it, but on the bottom we've got some brown rice. You just can't see it from the top. She's beauty, she's grace, she's vegan. Hello. First I wanna try the tofu because main part of the meal, you know? Not sure if you can hear it, but it's pretty crunchy, pretty crispy. Tofu looks pretty good. That is amazing. The flavors are delicious. That sauce gave it like amazing, incredible flavor. I definitely think I should make extra sauce to like put on top. It's a tad bit dry, but the flavor is really good, which is all that matters. Let's see if we can get a bite of everything. So good. This came out even better than I was expecting, especially for winging it with no recipe. You know what? I'll give her a 9 out of 10 because she definitely needs a little sauce on top. She's good nonetheless. Got a little edamame beans in there. So good. Ignore the washing machine in the background, but it's time to give this homemade vegan chocolate chip a try. And we're gonna reflect on the day as well. I will say I feel like in 2022, it's definitely a lot easier to eat vegan. There's so many more options out on the market. There are tons of vegan restaurants. There's always trending TikTok recipes, Pinterest, all that stuff. Enjoy the inside of this cookie. So I definitely feel like if you want to go vegan, now is the time because the options are truly endless. And not to say every vegan alternative on the market or in the frozen food section is necessarily the healthiest option, but if you're trying to go a little bit meat-free in your life, dairy-free, there are tons of options. Delicious. I definitely think it'd be really interesting to give vegan another try, maybe go for a longer period of time. Eating like this for a full day, not too bad. I also am aware I bought a lot of prepackaged foods, and I also bought them from a very expensive supermarket like Whole Foods. I think if you were trying to be vegan or eat less meat or even be vegetarian, you don't have to buy all your groceries from a really expensive store. You can actually get a lot of amazing products from places like Walmart or Aldi's, and they have really low prices and you can get a lot of produce and vegetables and canned things like that. So just because I talked about the high price of everything today doesn't mean being vegan is necessarily super expensive. I will have to say my favorite thing from the day is probably that delicious breakfast croissant that I had. I'm still thinking about it. It was so good. And honestly, I might make one tomorrow because I have 3 croissants left over. Thanks for joining me on today's journey of eating vegan for an entire day, and I'll see you in the next video.